Hi, Arindam here from EdCLAP. Today I'll show you the fancy photo gallery. Here you can see there are 4 photographs over there. This is actually the image, and if you want to get the detailed information of the image, just move the mouse over the image. It can show you the detailed information of that image. Some of the heading, some of the subheading, some of the short description, and after that, if you want to get the complete detailed information of that over the particular image, just you click on that, it will move you to the detail gallery, because the gallery as I've just stored over there in a Google Photos, that detail gallery you can see over there. Okay, let's come back to this. So like this way, it is on a one card, that is a flip type card, and if you click on the another flip card also, here also you can click the more information about this, uh, another information of the another locations. Like this you can get down the all information over there, and through which we can create a fancy photo gallery. Okay, let's start with this gallery, because for that creation of this gallery there are two parts. One is the HTML sections, another is the CSS sections. First we have to create the HTML files, then I have to go to the CSS file for the modifications and all. Okay, let's start with this HTML file. Now it is in a VS Code. We start with the VS Code, and before that one, in a folder we just copied in all the images, that these are the some of the images of this location images, and one logo files that I have stored into the images folder. Okay, now just I am creating one index file, index.html. This is the index file and main file, and one more file I required, that is a CSS file. So I named that one style.css. Done. So now I start with this HTML file. I'll be writing in HTML5. So HTML5. So once I click on the HTML5, this is the title. In the title I'll write down the fancy photo gallery. Fine. And I have to connect with the logo icon. So for that logo icon I have to put out the images, and with the logo, and the real it would be a icon type. Okay, and I have to connect with this style sheets. So for that one I have to link to the style sheet. So the style has been linked with that. So this header section is done. Now we are going to the body sections. In the body sections, some of the text I'll write it down, then after I'll go for the designing and customizations through the CSS. Okay, the first in the top, just I want to write on one heading one. So in the heading one I have to put it the fancy photo gallery. Fancy photo gallery. So inside the fancy photo gallery, then after we have to put it on some of the small heading like this, and where we want to write down the some of the standard informations about this for the viewer. So I'm writing here, uh, move mouse over the image and get detail information, right? So this is done, the more informations about that. Now I want to create a one card, that I'm just looking, I'm telling you the card, because this is called a one card. There are 4 cards, right? So now I'm start designing with this card, and I'll go step by step with this. Now whatever I have written over there, for that one I'll check it out, only the heading has come down, along with this the small information, but it has not been properly designed, just content is there. Now through the CSS we'll do that one, but prior to that one I need to free up the complete diagram informations about this one card. Okay, so that we have to do by using the number of layers. So the layer I'll do that one through the div. So for that for div designing of these things, they need to create a number of classes. The first of one I have to do the classes. Classes I named it call for. This class mainly used for dividing the cards into the 4 different grid systems, like you can say. So for that one we need the 4 grids. So for that one the code I have to put it in the columns. Then after one divisions I have to put it, that will be a completely Flipcard. So that I'll do the class name Flipcard. Okay, that Flipkart will do that. Next after I have to do that one more division. In these divisions we have to put it down another sub area. The classes named is this Flipkart card inner. That is the one part of this, because when we'll be moving the two cards, then we need this Flipkart inner sections that I'll show you step by step. And inside this we need a two more subsections. One is Flipkart front. This designing is required, and that Flipkart front I make it class equal to Flipkart front. And one more Flipkart is equal backside is equal designing. For that designing also I am just keeping this one class Flipkart back, right? So this is the main structure I made it. Now in the Flipkart font I have to write some of the information, because in the you can see, just I'll show you, this is the Flipkart front, but in the Flipkart from you can see only one image is there and one heading is there, nothing else. And this is the back, right? This is the front and this is the back one. So in the front one only one images is there and one of the heading is there. Okay, let's come with the images. For that one we have to put on image, so make it style equal to background image. Then you have to put an URL, and then you have to put a URL link. So link for that one, relative name images slash then the file name udaygiri.jpg. Fine. So that is the class name I made it. There is a file name and one heading it was there. That is I make it in a H2 Udaygiri. Okay. Let's see how it has come. Okay, Udaygiri is there, but image has not yet come. Let's see what is the actual name of the images. Whatever Udaygiri. Okay, let me do the name, actual name. Just I need to do that one image, the image name. Fine. Let me see. See, the image has come. Fine. The image has come, but it is in a distorted order. No issues. That I'll do that one step by steps later on. Okay, now I am just going for the designing of the back sides. In the back sides there will be a one heading. That heading will display the detailed information of this, so I make it in a H1 Udayagiri, and after that some of the small informations I want to keep it, or I make it in a Udayagiri. It is in Odisha. Fine, then it is done. Then after I make it in a paragraph. In the paragraph some of the informations I have to write, because I made it a paragraph over here. That paragraph I make it in copied over there. Just I copying this paragraph and pasting over here. This is the paragraph I made. Then after there is a small informations I want to put it over there. That small informations I did, and the small informations means some of the highlighted informations here only I am just writing down trip date. Okay, so trip date, that is in February say one date I'm just writing on. Fine, so that I did. Then after I need to put a button. Then button is required, because the more informations if I go for that one, we need to put it a more information, but this is a normal button. but I need to create a one custom button. So for that one I need a custom color button. So custom, make it in a color that I have to design custom button, and if you click on that, then it will go move you to the more information. So click for more photos. Okay, so click for more photos, just I have written down, and one icon was there. So for that icon I'm percentage, because you know that Unicode is coming down to the icon starts with the ampersand h, and that number 128269, it will show you a standard buttons. Okay, now let's show you how it looks like. See, the heading has come. This is the heading, one heading, and this is another heading. This is the paragraph and the button, and the image is there. So almost the information whatever I have written in the HTML, it is done. Okay, now we have to customize this with the buttons. Let's come down to the CSS. In the CSS we have to design all the codes and things we have to design it. We'll start with the body. Okay, first body we have to make it in a background color. So background color I make it in a one standard color which is there already. Just I am putting this one, and we have to make it in a font family. Okay, so just a minute. Font family, just I make it that Arial, and there are the number of headings. So I make it one heading color. I make it in a heading color, little bit bluish color I make it, but it is not exactly blue, like little bit colored blue, and I need to text align center. Okay, so same thing or same kind of things for H1 I will make to do for H2 and H3 also. For H2 and H3 also the same thing I have to do, that is H2 and that is an H3. Okay, so H2, the color I make it in a little bit a different color, like violet type color, and for H3 I make it in a dark yellow type color. Fine, so that color has come, just I refresh it. See, the background color and all these things color has come, but is a H3 color, it looks like a black, like make it bit changes, it would be H2 and it would be H3. Done. Now this is H3 color. Fine, H1, H2, H3, three colors are there. Okay, let me come down to the paragraph also. What are the paragraphs are required? For paragraphs only to padding is required, bit padding. I make it in a 20 px. Fine, and one more thing I need, that is uh, one more thing, just I need it, padding is there, and then after text alignment, I need to justify. So the paragraph when it will be written, it will come down to the justify. Done. So the entire thing, paragraph and all these things has come down. Now we have to go for step by step with this creation of this class. First, very beginning, we are having a call for class. Okay, now let's come down to the call for class. So the class will start with dot. So call for. Now let's start with this call for. In the call for, first we have to do the width. Width is 21%, as because we need to fix it out the width, because we need to do the 4 columns. So it should be, it might be, you can think that it might be for 25% each, but there is a padding and margin, that's why I need to make some spaces, so make it in a 21%. And display, I need to inline block, right? So because the all information should be there inside this block only. Fine, and the margin I have to fix it out, the margin, that should be 0 only, but the bottom margin should be 3%. So once done, then the column 4 is done. Let me see how it looks like. See it now the shape of the um, card is coming. Okay, this is the column 4 is done. Now I'm coming to the next flip card. I hope. Yeah, flip card. So let's come down to the flip card. So flip card has started. So in the first of all, you have to make it in a background color. Okay, background color it need to be transparent. Need to be a transparent as because the flip card when rotates, there should not be in a background. That is why we have to fix it of the 300 because depending upon your information, because as per the informations what I'll be showing, for that one we need the 300 px, and height also I make it in a 350 as because the 350 height is based on the informations. Okay, but if your information is more, then you can put it in a more height also. And the perspective that is required for three-dimensional rotations. If we will be moving the three-dimensional rotations, then we need to put the more space over there. Okay, so you have to fix out this all thing depending upon the visualize effect, because if it will see that it is affecting good enough, so you can go for 1000 or more than that also. So this is the flip card completed. So once the flip card completed, then means the flip card information is done. Background is transparent, but no further changes will be visualized because until and unless if you start with the flip card inner. Flip card inner. So in the flip card inner, what I am doing, the position first we have to fix it out the content position. That position is relative. Position would be relative. Done. Then after width and height it need to 100% because it would be there in a column, no? So in the column we have fixed out the size also. So I make it 100%. Width and height also 100%. The width and height is done. Then one with the height is done, text alignment should be centered. Okay, and the text alignment should be centered. Then after just a minute, yeah, then text alignment has been centered. Then one more important thing is that when it will rotate, is transition time need to be fixed up. Transition timing need to be fixed up. That should be a transformation transformation trans transformation not actual transformation, transform that should be 0.6 second, because depending upon your timing and all you can fix it at the transformations. But transform style, what would be the transform style that should be a uh, preserve 3D. Preserve 3D means it will show you like a three-dimensional effect. Okay, so and we have to put the box shadow also, make it in a some small box shadow. I'm not putting this that much too much. I'm just putting in a 5 px only, and 110 px also for the one shadow glorians. And RGB I make it just no color, and the just only the shadow reference I make it only 0.2, very small shadows. So that text color and inner has done fine. So if I just show you once again, see the shadow and all, it card shape is keep coming, right? The card shape is keep coming, and it is working fine. But now it is showing like a shade and all. Till now it is working fine. Now we have to make it on hover effect so that it can work or rotate. Okay, so for that flip, so the flip card hover. And we have to put it down the flip card Flipcard inner. That Flipcard hover and Flipcard inner transform, it should be a rotate based on the y-axis, and that should be 180 degree. If we do that, then automatically rotation will start. Let's see. Just make it in a refresh. See, the rotation has start. Okay, but the image has changed, but because we have to make it in a the some of the properties of the things, but the inner has changed. The background is transparent, that is why no background is showing over here. Okay, now coming down to the uh, some of the common property of the uh, flip Flipkart front and Flipkart back. Okay, some of the common property of the Flipkart front and the Flipkart back. What would be their position? That should be absolute. Fine. The position would be absolute, and width always it should be 100%, as because it has been fixed up 100%, and height also would be 100%. Okay, so 100%. So width and height also it will be 100% and 100%. And the back face visibility, that is also important. Back face visibility, that should be hidden. So if we make it in a back face visibility hidden, that means if we will be rotating, then there will be a no issues, no back side will be visible. But if I like that one only, now it will be rotating fine and all. Just I'm refreshing, it is rotating fine and all, but I need to define the some of the informations of the backside also. Okay, let's come down to the backside informations. Dot Flipkart back. If it come down to the Flipkart back, the only the background I need to freeze it up. So the background color, so make it in a background color little bit deeper color, so it will looks like let's see the deeper color where it is. Little bit deeper color. Okay, little bit deeper color, it will be good enough, and I make it color is white. Fine. So color white, and one more thing just I want to transform rotation. Transform need to be rotated based on the y-axis, and that should be 180 degree. Fine. If we do that, let's see. It is rotating fine, but the information, it is bit too dark, that is why information is not glowing properly. So I am fixing the color little bit lighter. Okay, so refreshing, it is a bit lighter, but it's not looking that level. Oh, one more comma I need to forgot over there. Here only. Okay, now let's see. The image has come properly. Color is this, but this size has been little bit differed. Let me check it. What the color, font, and all is happening. It's nice. Why? There is visualization effect is on not that level. That is very important. Let me see what are the differences happening over there, and that is why the color, font, and all these things are not correctly coming perfectly. Okay, the thing that should be okay. The color, the background color is not yet come properly, as because width is there, 100 is not px, it would be 100%. Once we do that 100% perfectly, it will come down perfectly. See, it has come down very perfectly, and all information has come down. but this information why it is in leftmost side, because it should be a center align, no? So the paragraph 3 is there, but in case of heading 4, what I had to do, text align should be centered. If we do that one, so it will come down to the center position. Fine. So the card has come perfectly, it is showing, but one more information, that color is not looking that contrasting, and I need to fix it up, and that image need to, that is button need to be customized. Okay, so I need to make it little bit darker. I hope it will fine. It is fine, and now I have to fix it up this button icon. So okay, button, for that button I need to be customized. For button I need to dot custom button. So for that button, not actually it was I've written btn, I guess. What? Yeah, custom btn. So I make it btn, custom btn. Now first of all I have to make it in a background color. Okay, background color I make it blue, but not that level of blue, little bit darker blue. Fine. And color I make it white. The color, fine. The color has changed, and I need to padding I have to mix it bit px and 16 px I put it. For that color will be nice, fine. And text alignment that should be centered, so the informations will be coming on the middle positions. Display block should be inline block, fine. And the font size and font width you can make it in a little bit size. Font size I make it because sometimes it is required. And font width I make it bold, font weight I make it bold, fine. And margin I make it, because sometimes what happen, no, sometimes some of the other text and all informations may come nearby this place, so I put it some of the margin, so the difference would be always. And cursor, it is when you move your mouse pointer, it will come down like a pointer. So once it will do, then the customs images come. And just mild change, you put information, say just I want to add the hover, custom button hover. So when I do the custom button hover, then only the background color I need to check it to blazing red. Okay, so blazing red, I make it on a blazing red. Oh, nice. Blazing red. And color, I want to put it the color in yellow. Exactly, it is not a yellow there, Bobby. Now I put it yellow. Okay, so the color will be dark red, better, and yellow. Okay, let's go for, see, the button has come down and the color is yellow. If you move it the same way, the informations, if you click over there, that total information will go to this logo, but it is not coming. Let's see what happened to this, because informations, okay, the button click information has not yet been put over here, and that is why it is not going. Okay, now put it on click. In the on click event, I have to connect it with the some of the informations to the our online album, right? So on click we have to put it in the quotation window dot location, right? Window dot location dot href equal to, within small quote, because it is there in a double quote, we have to put the link. So the link just I have copied over here, and just I am pasting this link. Done. So once it has done, let me see, just refresh it. If you click here, it will directly move to this particular album, online album. Okay, Fine. So this is all about this our gallery, fancy gallery. If I just send thing will copy in the 4 different places or 4 times, so it will come down in next to next. Okay. So how can just I'm just copying this one. Prior to this copy, you just close it down and make the entire thing copy. Okay. Then entire thing paste 3 times. So total 4 block will come. Just make it refresh. All the 4 block has come, and just change the image and information so that it will show you the all information of the gallery effects. Okay, I hope you have understood this all HTML and CSS. Fine, and the entire project has been uploaded to the GitHub, and the link is there in the below in the our descriptions of the videos. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.